Hello, this is Jim Duffy of Refining Fire Chiles, www.superhotchiles.com. Welcome to our educational video series called Peppers 101. Please like, share, and subscribe. This video series, which will be about 100 videos in 2023, is to educate y'all on different kinds of chilies, their uses, their background, their culture, their history. If somebody made them or I got the seeds from a certain person, I'll try to mention that. Plant characteristics like productivity, size, height of the plant, growth of the plant. You know, whatever I can throw out there, I'm going to throw out there. Now, if there's an heirloom or pepper that's been around for a long time, and maybe it's from your native country or that your family's from, and you know some information about it that I don't know, or I need to be corrected, please comment in the comments below and give me that information so I can at least edit the information on my website. I can't edit the video, but I can at least edit the website. So I hope this educational series will be shared with people's children, grandchildren over the years, even long after I'm gone. I really hope so, because there really isn't a lot of documentation on these peppers except for my website in the descriptions. So I hope that you will all share this with your family members and friends and coworkers and neighbors, especially those that love to garden, and definitely especially those who like chilies. My God, don't keep this information hidden from them. Tell them about the channel. It's not about the money, folks. It's about my passion of peppers, and it's about sharing all this stuff with the community and people learning. Yeah, I do need to make a living so I can keep the business running and take care of things, but it's not only about that, okay? So, with that being said, what you're looking at right now is the Ugandan red habanero from Uganda, Africa, or Ugandan red. It's pretty darn prolific and productive. Prolific is productive is the same word. And here you go. Let's go over here to the front plant. The sunshine might affect some of my video. As you can see, there are peppers all over the place. Now, habanero types did not originally come from Africa. They migrated over there through the slave trade, spice trade, or whatever trade, through Portuguese, Dutch, British, American ships. And people took seeds of different fruits and vegetables with them over to Africa. And then when they grew in that soil and climate, they evolved into what they are now. So there is an evolution. Because soil structure, climate, environment can change or modify a chili. And then chilies can also cross with each other naturally in the wild. So over hundreds of years, a chili can develop its own identity if left in a certain country or locale or region, okay? So Ugandan red habaneros right now, they're from Uganda. And some people might consider them a Scotch bonnet type because of the large wrinkled folds in the flesh. A lot of people in Africa, islands off of Africa, Caribbean islands, consider Scotch bonnet types just to be the large wrinkled habaneros, not just habanero types that get a flying saucer or a bonnet shape. But if it's a big wrinkled habanero pod, they consider that a bonnet type. And you can argue all you want, but they're the people who live there. And if they want to call them bonnets, they can call them bonnets. Now, I've never heard anybody call a Ugandan red a bonnet. Here's a nice, really dark, ripe one here at the bottom of the plant. Probably was the first one to ripen because look at how dark the red is on it. So the flavor is fruity, like other red habanero types, not floral at all. And the heat, it definitely packs a punch. It's going to be in the upper level heat of a habanero. And the upper level heat of habaneros is probably about 200 to 300,000 Scoville units. Now, also another factor, some peppers will taste hotter to you than others, even though they're a lower Scoville unit. And you may be asking why. And I'm saying this in a number of my videos. Won't be in every video, but in some of my videos like this one, is because there's a compound, not capsaicin, but dihydrocapsaicin. And there's also oils called terpenes. And depending on their ratio and their amount, you might get more of a burn. In other words, you'll hurt more. But yet, if you were to take it into a lab and do a Scoville test on it for the capsaicin, the regular capsaicin, you'll have lower numbers. So SHU isn't the only factor in determining how hot a chili is. It's the only one that people measure right now. Terpenes are not measured, and dihydrocapsaicin has been measured by some universities. But they don't point that out as a factor. But it is a factor in burning. It will burn you. They have a nice color transition. See the beautiful color transition here. But like I said, they're very prolific and productive. If you like red habanero types, I encourage you to grow all the different ones like Antilles Red, which we're growing this year, Red Dominica for the island of Dominica, not Dominican Republic. Ají Chambo is another red habanero type, and Ugandan Red. They all have different flavors, folks. They're all different. Now, is the difference huge? I would say no, but you know what? You might like Ugandan red habanero in your fresh sauce or a hot sauce more than another person likes Antilles Red or Red Savina. I mean, that's just the way it is. We all have different flavors, different palates, different flavor sensors in our mouths. We have different body chemistry. So peppers are going to react differently from us as far as burn and flavor. And there's some things we're going to taste and go, oh my God, that's the most delicious pepper. And then your friend's going to taste it and go, it's okay, it's average. So I encourage you, grow a couple different kinds of red habaneros or orange habaneros or yellow habaneros. You know, grow different ones and find out which one's the best for you. The one that produces the best is always the best when it produces a lot, when you got more peppers than you can handle, right? That's why you grow and garden, to get a lot of peppers. And then the one that just you and your family like the best. Either you like the burn the most or you like the flavor the most. You know, make the decision yourself. Don't just listen to what I say or what anyone else says. Grow, learn, experience, and share. Above all, share. Because if we don't share the knowledge on these chilies with our children and grandchildren and friends and neighbors and co-workers, the knowledge is going to go away. Because there's no books out there that cover all these chilies I'm covering now. There is not. There are some books that cover a lot of chilies, but there are no books that cover all the chilies I'm going to cover in the next year or two. There's not. This is it. Maybe I'll write a book someday, but for now, you're just going to get some videos on Peppers 101, our educational series on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when new videos come out. As always, God bless, take care of yourselves, have a great growing season, and try the Ugandan red habanero from Uganda, Africa. Take care.